Hey, Inspired Tribe, my fellow freedom lovers, John Nolan here. Thank you so much for tuning in to this live stream. So excited to see you all, as always. Um, we're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free. You know, this is the mantra of the Inspired live stream. It's always been that, it will be that. Today, I want to share a story with you that signifies sort of a paradigm shift. This story is about what really transpired between 2020 and 2022, 2023, what really happened, and it implicates so much. And as much as we had some of the pieces of what was really going on, it didn't really come fully together for us, for Christine and I, until a few months ago when we were part, and I'll share the whole story, but we were part of a meeting that within a few hours absolutely connected all the dots. It was really a paradigm shift for us, because so much of what we intuitively felt and so much of what we had learned and researched, not just over the last 2-3 years about this particular subject, you know what I'm talking about, the thing that we all went through and still are, but about a bigger picture, a much broader picture. It actually connects everything. The thing is, you know this, you've been with us long enough. The moment I would share this on here, on this platform, we're gone. And you know this. So I want to invite you to come join us for this live stream at 1 p.m. Central over at Locals, in the Inspired community at Locals. It's going to be completely free of charge to watch. You don't need to comment back and say, oh no, I had to pay. No, you might be asked in the sign up process, if you don't have an account, to become a supporter, but you don't have to. You can just skip that and go directly over to the live stream, which is going to be free to watch. If you come here, after the fact, you can watch the replay for free. It's always going to be free of charge to watch. You just click the link in the video description. It will take you there. It will be uncensored. The lie, the thing about lies is, friends, liars, white liars, people that have a conscience, morals, values, and we've all been in a situation where we felt like, oh, a little white lie is needed here, whether it was to our children because they couldn't understand something, or whether it was to someone else, we felt we needed to protect them. Now, that might be wrong of us, but we all know the feelings. So what do? When we feel like we have to tell a lie, we do one thing. We tell it as close to the truth as possible, or we just leave out some things because we really don't want to lie, and we really don't want to deceive the other person. So this is kind of how people that have a soul and moral values do it. The lie that we've been told about what really happened between 2020 and now 2023 and over the last 3 years is so monumentally huge, and it's so far removed from what they told us. It is a complete fabrication. What we learned, it's just absolutely stunning when you really dive into it. And this is how psychopaths and these psychopaths, that the dark forces, if you will, this is how they operate. Full on lies. And then, of course, somewhere in the fringe, you will learn truths that seem so out of whack. And people always ask me, why don't people like Joe Rogan, who to a certain extent are kind of brave and speak up on certain issues, why don't they talk about this? Are they just gatekeepers? See, for example, I've observed Joe Rogan as someone who is, I want to say, behind the 8 ball when it comes to exposing truths, right? But I feel like Joe Rogan, for example, is not behind the 8 ball because he's deceptive. It's because it takes him a while to wrap his mind around the deception he's been a victim to, if you will, or subject to, and to come on board with the truth that might be so absolutely unbelievable that it takes everyone a while to figure that out within themselves before they can actually talk about it. I believe that's the case for anybody. But of course, people look at these people in the public arena as somehow different, but they're not. They have the same process. Our only intention is, we will never let our own biases and our own belief systems get in the way of exploring the truth. Because our bias and our belief systems is something that comes from outside of us, right? It comes from interpretation, copying, looking at role models, or looking at data, or data and facts. So that's really important. You have to be willing to overcome your own bias and belief system, to learn something completely new, and to have your mind blown. That's what I want to invite you to. Some of you might know bits and pieces of this, what we're going to share in the locals live stream. And you've heard about it. Maybe you thought it's wrong, or it's strange, or it doesn't ring true. But trust me, after having really walked with this and gone deeper on this for a while now, this seems to me right now, this moment in time, to make the most sense of anything I've heard so far about what really transpired between 2020 and now. Hop over 1 p.m. Central in our Locus live stream. The beautiful thing is, what we talk about, what we're going to expose, and what we're going to show, it leads to a direct solution that you can use right away. It's not a sales pitch. We don't have any horse in that race. We're not selling anything. We're just pointing you to things that you can do that will remedy the situation to the best of our knowledge. And this is the most important thing. Information without empowerment or inspired action is useless to us. So that's always what it has to have. It's a full thing. I look forward to sharing this with you because it's a personal story, and because it connected so many dots for me, and why I felt so weird about certain things, or why it felt so strange to me when I looked at certain things, and what intuition was telling me, right? Intuition was telling me to do something that felt completely counterintuitive. I want to share all of that with you. I can't do it here. Again, if you click in the link in the video description, it will take you to our inspired community in locals. More than 70,000 people already over there with us. Again, you don't have to become a paid supporter. It's free of charge. Please don't text us or comment us with, we had to pay. No, this is a free of charge live stream. If you don't have a locals account, you might have to create one. That's free of charge too, but no payment needed. Hop over 1 p.m. Central. If you come after the fact, the replay is going to be free to watch as well. So please join us there, 1 p.m. Central, link in the description. I'll see you over there. I look forward to sharing the whole story, our experience, the facts. We're going to hear the doctor speak to, and very, very, very eye-opening. Much love to you all. See you over there when we exposed the biggest lie ever told to humanity on such a scale.